According to a new poll, presumptive Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden is beating President Trump by double digits in the race for the White House. A new Monmouth University poll asked registered voters, if the election was held today, who would you vote for? 41% said they would vote to re-elect the president, but 52% of voters said they would vote for former Vice President Joe Biden. 5% said they would vote for someone other than Trump or Biden. Here to talk about this is Travis County GOP Chairman Matt Mackowiak and Ed Espinoza from Progress, Texas. Thank you both for being here.
Sure. Good to be here.
Ed, it is a difficult time to campaign. What is Biden's best strategy to unseat Trump in November?
Look, the one thing that Biden has over all other candidates right now is the strength of name recognition. Everybody knows who Biden is. They know what he represents. You can get a lot of mileage out of that. That's going to be very helpful during a pandemic. But other than that, this is going to be a campaign that relies largely on paid media. You're talking about digital media, TV, direct mail. Door-to-door contact is not going to be what it used to be. But let's talk about the other issue at hand here. And the elephant in the room, specifically the Republican elephant in the room, is Donald Trump. People are fed up. They're sick and tired of it. They know that Donald Trump doesn't have the organizational, management, or maybe even mental capacity to see us through these hard times. He barely saw us through the good times. And that, more than anything, is going to be what looms over this race.
Matt, the polling in 2016 was so off the mark. Should we read anything into the latest Monmouth poll?
No, I think polling this far out is directionally useful, but not overwhelmingly predictive. They're polling registered voters, not likely voters, because we're still, whatever it is, 5.5, 6 months out. When you get to likely voters after Labor Day, that's when it becomes more predictive. The national polling is interesting, but that gets skewed by California. And the popular vote is not how we elect presidents. It's done based on the Electoral College. If you look at battleground state polling, and there's been several recent versions of that, I think CNN did one, I think Morning Consult did one, it showed Trump really it being a head-to-head race. So look, I think this race is very close. I think it could go either direction. If you'd asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have said the entire race is going to be about the response to the coronavirus and the economy. Now things have changed quite a bit given the George Floyd killing and everything that's come since then. So it's a reminder that the election's still 5 months away. It's a long way off, and things are going to change.
And what message does the country need to hear from Biden and Trump, really all leaders in this country right now?
I think what people want to hear is, do their leaders see what they're seeing? Do they understand where they're coming from? Can they offer some reliability and some guidance in their faculties? And that is not Donald Trump, which, by the way, I'll correct you, Matt, head-to-head polling in battleground states is not even close. Biden is clearing the table in most of them. And I agree with you that the national polling is not very useful in races like this. We don't elect presidents on a national basis, but on a state-by-state basis right now, Biden would be winning by more than 100 electoral votes. And I think that speaks volumes for what people are thinking right now. They have lost confidence in Donald Trump. He is reeling right now.
Matt, how would you rate the president's handling of both the pandemic and the George Floyd protests? What does he need to do moving forward?
Look, the coronavirus situation was extremely difficult. It was unprecedented. I think they were a little slow getting started in February. They did take some actions. I think they put a list of 15 specific things they did. But really, it had to become a problem before the country was going to be willing to shelter at home and shut down businesses. That said, we're nowhere near the 1 million or 2.5 million predicted deaths. We're at, I think, 125,000 right now, which is horrific, but it's much better than it could have been. Look, this election is going to turn on whether people feel better about the future than they do now. And I think the third quarter, you're going to see the economy begin to bounce back. And the opportunity that the president has is to say, listen, I built a strong economy once. I can do it again. I'm better than Biden to do that. That is going to be the opportunity. In terms of George Floyd, we need to see the president focus a little more on actual reforms that will prevent the next senseless killing of a person in police custody. But I think we need to see the Vice President Biden focus a little more on the need for law and order in our communities and safety in our communities, ending the looting, ending the violent riots. Peaceful protest is in the greatest tradition of America. Looting and vandalism is not. And so they're kind of speaking past each other right now. I wish they would both kind of think about this a little more deeply.
All right, we are out of time, but Matt, Ed, thank you both for sharing your perspectives with us tonight.